Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Mary and Cupcake, and we're here at the Cupcake's Corgi Cottage. And it's Wednesday. It's story time for Spanish Fort Library. And we're so glad to see you this morning, aren't we, Cupcake? Are we glad to see everybody? Who do you see? Do you see Isaiah? Do you see Charlie Page? And maybe Lucas and Allie and Ro. Oh my goodness, we're so glad to see all of you today. And I hope you are having a good week and a fun summer. If you ever came to this library and saw Miss Mary, you know that sometimes I play my ukulele. And I thought this morning we'd start with the song, If You're Happy and You Know It. Do you know that song? Maybe you can help me sing it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Happy and you know it, clap your hands. Happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you'd like to hear a story, sit right down. Like to hear a story, sit right down. If you'd like to hear a story and you really want to hear it, if you'd like to hear a story, sit right down. I can see you're all sitting down, so I will read to you a story. I found this book at the library last year. It's called How to Heal a Broken Wing by Bob Graham. And this is the best story because I love birds, and it's about a bird and a little boy. And listen to the story and see what happens. How to Heal a Broken Wing. Do you see the bird flying? Cupcake, we need you to move out of the way a little bit, okay? Here, you sit that way and you can see it too, okay? There's the bird, and it looks like he is flying in a big city with tall buildings. How to Heal a Broken Wing by Bob Graham. And this is by Candlewick Press. High above the city, no one heard the soft thud of feathers against glass. Do you see the bird way up high here? You see how the building reflects the clouds in the sky. And I think that bird thought he was just flying right into the sky, but it was glass. It was part of the building. Uh-oh, that's not good. No one saw the bird fall. Oh, look, he's falling, and his feathers, some of his feathers are coming out, aren't they? And there he is, down on the ground, in front of a big, important-looking building. That looks like a government building or a church. No one looked down. You see all the feet? They're all just walking right by that poor little bird. But I see somebody coming. Do you see somebody coming up that subway? It's a little boy with his mommy. And they're walking in the city. And look, what does the little boy see? No one saw the bird except Will. His name is Will. And he saw the little bird lying there. Well, do you think he left that little bird lying there? He wants to pick it up, and his mother sees him doing that. Will saw a bird with a broken wing. Oh, and he wants to help that bird. Look, do you see him gently picking it up? And the bird is probably scared. He probably doesn't know what's happening. Well, in the midst of all those people and all those birds in that great big city, there is Will picking up the little bird. And his mother's like, she looks like she doesn't know what to do. But she takes off her scarf. See how she has a scarf around her neck? And look, she wraps it around the little bird. And she puts it in her purse. Can you see that? And look, Will even picks up his feather. He found a feather that he lost. And there they go, back down the subway. And they took the bird home. And they must live in this big city. See the big city? Well, there they are. They're home, and there's their father. Uh-oh, he looks like he doesn't know what to do with a bird that's hurt. And the little boy pulls out the feather. A loose feather can't be put back. That's what they're telling him. They can't put that feather back on the bird. But Mommy is going to try to help make the bird better. She gets out her first aid box, doesn't she? And she wraps some bandages around the bird. Look. But a broken wing can sometimes heal, so they make a box. Look, they find a box, and they put some newspaper in the box. And then they get the bird some food, too. Do you see the food? They have some bird seed and a little bit of, it looks like maybe some milk. And they make the bird comfortable in its little bed. Do you see that? That's their apartment in the big, big city. With rest, just like we need rest. See the little boy? Will is sleeping in his bed. And he marks the calendar. They're going to mark the calendar and see how many days it's going to take for the little bird to get better. Is the little bird resting too? I think he is. Do you see that? Well, he seems to be getting better. They're feeding him food and he's eating. And look what Daddy brought home. Daddy brought home a bird cage. That'll be a good place to put the bird. There. So they put them in the bird cage and they put him by the window so he can see out. He can see the sunshine in the sky. And with time, see how the moon, over time the moon changes? They show that. And they're marking their calendar. And he looks like he's getting stronger and stronger. And oh my goodness, what is that little bird doing? He's flying. Look, he's flying. And they take him over to water so he can get some water. And with time and a little hope, you see, they're looking out the window. And they're hoping one day that little bird can go back outside with the other birds. Do you think that'll happen? I'm having trouble turning the pages. Well, they have the bird cage. I see them going outside with the bird cage. Daddy and Mommy and Will. And, oh, Will went back. What did he go back to get? Do you know what he went back to get? He went back to get the feather, the bird's feather. Maybe with hope and time, that little bird would fly again. So they're going back on the subway, back to where they found the little bird. And Will opened his hands. Look, is the bird flying away? I think he is. There he goes. Oh my goodness, he's flying high up in the air, high above the statue and all the people in the city. And with a beat of his wings, the bird was gone. Bye-bye, bird. And Will helped that bird to heal, didn't he? He and his mama and daddy. And there's Will with his little feather. He's throwing the feather up in the air, too. That was such a good story. Did you like that story? I think that is a good story. Now for a craft today, since we were talking about the bird flying up in the air, I made a rocket. I'm trying to show you how you can do this. Get my things here. First of all, you're going to have to draw a little picture of a rocket. You see that? I drew 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one page so I could make copies of them, because we did this at the library one time. Do you remember that? Then you cut out your rocket. You have to take a scissors and cut the rockets out. And then I kind of colored my rocket, but you can, and you might even, this is where the person sits inside the rocket ship, so you could even maybe draw you in there. Wouldn't that be funny? I put USA because this is a United States of America rocket ship. Then you're going to need a straw, a drinking straw. But you're also going to need a fat drinking straw. See how fat that is? I think I found these at Hobby Lobby. They're a little bit tricky to find because they're fat drinking straws. And then you want to cut a little piece of that straw, about that long. See? I cut that off. And I taped it to the back of my rocket ship. And I used the tape to cover the top hole. And then you put your straw in like that. And I'm going to blast this rocket off. You blow on the straw and it'll blast your rocket. We're going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Oh, did you see that rocket? It blasted off, didn't it? So I hope you can make some rockets today and have fun outside. Thank you for listening to Storytime. Cupcake and I so enjoy being with you, and we hope that you will have a great summer. Bye-bye. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.